Come with me on an unforgettable journey to Cornwall, where I'll be visiting 4 incredible towns: Penzance, St Ives, Newquay and Truro. It's been months, maybe even years, since I've dreamed of visiting Cornwall, and ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to ride on the sleeper train, the Night Riviera. Well, I can finally say that the dream is coming true. I'm about to hop on the legendary Night Riviera, a sleeper train that will take me all the way to the southernmost part of England, starting my Cornish adventure from London. And to make it even better, I'll be travelling in style, first class with GWR on the way back from Penzance. This series is about exploring Cornwall's beautiful seaside towns, soaking in those stunning views and experiencing everything from the comfort of this epic train journey. So buckle up, because we're about to explore one of the most scenic and unique parts of the UK, starting with the incredible ride on the Night Riviera. Chapter 1. The journey begins. But first, we begin the journey at London Paddington, looking stunning at night. It's 10 PM in the heart of this busy city. It's a Friday, the day that we all celebrate because the weekend is finally here. And this weekend, I'm heading to Cornwall for the first time, and I couldn't be more excited. Sitting there on platform 1 was the Night Riviera, resting and ready for departure. Obviously, I had to take a selfie with it. Oh, and of course, a quick pic with the main man himself, Paddington Bear, before heading into the first class lounge to relax. The lounge had a nice vibe. Not too quiet, not too busy. There is a decent section of drinks, lemonade, Coca-Cola, and a few snacks like peanuts, crisps, biscuits, and even some fruit. But I wasn't feeling hungry just yet. I'm saving my appetite for the sleeper train. I just grabbed a bottle of sparkling water to start with. Love sparkling water. It's just so refreshing, especially when it's chilled and cold. You know, it's just so nice. Then I found a quieter spot on the other side of the lounge, away from the crowd. Perfect for chilling out before the journey. Oh, and there are some amazing pieces of artwork on the walls, making the place feel even classier. After checking out the lounge, I decided to freshen up in the bathroom. They got showers you can use while finishing your ride on the sleeper train. And honestly, I was surprised. Super clean and well maintained, and way better than I expected. The lounge was nice and quiet, which was great, but honestly, the food options were a little bit limited. Maybe because it's late at night, but still, not a lot to choose from. My cabin's in Coach E door 9, and to be honest, getting there wasn't the easiest. I'm medium built, and yet it was a bit tight going through the corridor with my luggage. So I'm just inside the train now. I'm walking through this narrow part of the train. You know, I'm a bit squished, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the room is like. It felt like I was on an obstacle course trying to get to my room. Finally, after all that, I've reached Coach E, room 9L, my sleeper cabin. It's small for sure, but honestly, it's way more luxurious than I expected. Super cozy and well presented, and definitely a pleasant surprise. So I entered the sleeping cabin, dropped my bag, dropped my suitcase under the bed, and settled in. Then the amazing host came over to show me around. He was super nice, explained how everything worked in the room.
Temperature's this one, so more red's hot, more blue's cold. Sink under.
And even took my breakfast order.
Could have a sausage batter, a pastry or honey porridge. Sausage batter. Yeah.
I went for the classic sausage batter roll. Honestly, he's such a friendly guy. Well, with the sleeper train, there was this handy control to adjust the cabin's temperature. Plus, there were switches to turn the lights on and off, and even a room service bell if you needed assistance from the host. Oh, and I love the little lamp above the bed, perfect for reading, plus there are sockets for charging, and towels and soaps were even provided. A bar of soap too, which is a nice touch. There is a sink which is pretty cool. It's convertible, and while the water pressure was a little bit low for my liking, it did the job. Then there's this wardrobe that comes with a pushable door, which is so perfect for hanging clothes inside. Plus, there were 2 complimentary bottles of water. Wow, how nice is that? Now, as for the beds, there were bunk beds, but don't worry, there are convertible stairs to make it easier to climb up. Plus, there is a tray for your things, and the beds are pretty comfy. Honestly, they felt surprisingly soft, kind of like a sponge cake. Well, that is enough for me to review the cabin. Time to check out the buffet car and see what's it like. Walking through that narrow walkway again, fighting for space, definitely felt like I was doing some hard work to get to the good stuff. But then finally, I entered the buffet car and wow, it was bougie. People were having a great time, enjoying their Friday night, all excited about the trip to Cornwall. The purple silk and the green seats really added to that luxurious vibe of the Night Riviera. Everything looked so classy. I took a look at the menu and checked out the buffet area. The host gave out complimentary biscuits and water, but if you wanted snacks like cakes or alcohol, you have to pay for it. But I can't lie, they do look really good though. They do look so amazing. I grabbed some double chocolate chip and butterscotch crunch biscuits with some still water. As for the toilets, both the accessible and the standard ones were clean and well maintained. Now heading into the seating area, the seats were in a 2x2 configuration with a socket and an air tray provided. There were plenty of legroom, but those chairs, not the comfiest. I can definitely imagine someone struggling to sleep for 8 hours. It's going to be a bit of an uncomfortable ride for sure. We just left London Paddington, and while you couldn't really see the views of London at night, I gotta say, the room so far is pretty nice, and I'm enjoying the sleeper train experience. So we just passed Maidenhead, and you know, I'm actually really enjoying this sleeper train experience, and I've been dreaming about this, not days, not weeks, not months, but years, about going on the sleeper train. And it is really true that dreams do come true. And you know, I really had a chance to ride on the sleeper train now towards Penzance in Cornwall, and this is my first time going to Cornwall. So at Reading, I'm going to show you a brief station tour. Then from Reading, I'm going to go to sleep and wake up around 6:45, where I'll be getting breakfast. Next stop, Reading, where we picked up some passengers heading towards Penzance. I stepped off the train for a quick look at Reading Station. Nothing much going on at this time, but if you're into train spotting, it's a good place for that. But because at Reading, you got the Elizabeth line, the cross country trains and the South Western Railway as well. And shout out to the host who gave out these cool destination cards showing each station on the Night Riviera route. Now walking down the narrow path again, I'm heading back to my room, getting ready for bed. I throw on my yellow Adidas jumper and I gotta say, it looks pretty dope.
So I'm just at Reading at the moment. You know, we're just waiting and taking a break before we're going to go down to the southwest towards Penzance. And I'm going to go to sleep now. So good night and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Time for the shutters to go down, getting cozy in bed and switching off the lights. Good night everyone, and I'll catch you at Plymouth. Good morning everyone, it's 5:10 in the morning, and while most of you are still fast asleep, I can't say that I had the smoothest night. The ride was a little bit shaky, a bit noisy, but hey, it's just part of the adventure, right? We just pulled into Plymouth, and I gotta say, the sky is something else. It's that perfect in between, not fully dark, but not fully bright either. As we roll out of the station, the sky starts shifting into the deep purple, and slowly the sun begins to rise. The view, absolutely stunning. Now, Plymouth itself might not be winning any charm points at this hour, but you know what definitely makes it up for it? Crossing the Royal Albert Bridge next to the Tamar, especially with the sunrise. The way that the light reflects off the boat and the river. It's magical. It's one of those moments where the whole journey feels worth it. And just like that, we are leaving Devon behind and entering Cornwall, or Cornwall, as they say it here. This is the moment I've been waiting for. As we roll deep into Cornwall, the scenery completely changes. Rolling hills stretch into the distance. Little villages start to come to life, and sheep dots the fields like fluffy clouds. The sun keeps rising, bathing everywhere in this soft, golden light. As a Londoner, my first impressions of Cornwall is amazing. By the time we hit Par, the sun is fully up. It's a quiet place, far from the capital, but hey, don't par it off too quickly. You see what I did there? And now, it's time for breakfast. Just like I mentioned earlier, I went for a classic sausage bath roll, a shortbread biscuit, and a nice cup of tea with milk and sugar. And of course, I had to drizzle that Heinz ketchup all over my sandwich. Can't beat the classics, right?
So I got my breakfast just now, and I got the sausage roll with a biscuit and some tea as well. So I'm gonna try it and see what's it like. It's okay. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, it's an alright breakfast. Bread's a little bit chewy, and I can't lie, but it's an alright breakfast. So I just made my tea. I'm gonna drink it. It's so nice and refreshing to have a really warm English tea. That's so amazing.
Brilliant, you're a star.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
With breakfast done and Cornwall unfolding before me, I know today is going to be an incredible day. Oh, and just before we hit Penzance, I had a quick peek at Truro station, saw a Class 150 resting on the platform. It is the little details like that that makes the journey feel even more special. So despite of having a bit of a rough night's sleep, I gotta say, I really enjoyed the experience. The staff was so friendly, the breakfast was just right, and honestly, I would recommend anyone heading to Cornwall to hop on a sleeper train instead of driving. You get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the views like these without having to worry about the road. But what I did enjoy was the view of the tracks behind the carriage as we passed by. And as we got closer to the sea, I caught sight of the St. Michael's Castle. Now that's the moment I knew that we were approaching Penzance. Yes, I was so excited to finally arrive in Cornwall and step foot in the county for the first time.
Those yellow lights over there,
Okay.
the glass fronted building just in front of them, just beyond them, that's the lounge. You're
Okay.
welcome to go in there.
Thank you.
You t-
So just arrived at Penzance, in a beautiful morning. I really enjoyed the sleeper train, the Night Riviera experience. I mean, the host was amazing. I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go inside the lounge and see what's it like.
And here we are, welcome to Penzance, England's southernmost station. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and while I still feel a bit tired, I have to say, I really enjoyed the journey, and at least I made it to Cornwall in one piece, and in peace. I headed inside the first class lounge at Penzance. There wasn't much there, but it was a nice quieter spot to relax. The hostess was super friendly, and after taking a quick look around, I checked out the bathrooms. They're all clean and well kept, always a nice surprise. Finally, I exited out of the station, and wow, the weather was amazing. A bright sunny day in this charming Cornish town. Couldn't have asked for a better welcome.
So just arrived at Penzance, and I've really enjoyed my experience on the Night Riviera train, and I'm gonna go towards the Land's End to record for my next video. But thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and take care everyone.
And I'll see you in part 2 where I explore Penzance and St. Ives as well.